one today. We have a crazy one because apparently NBA trades are broken. And they are. So let's go talk to Jimmy again.
Big news involves Kyrie Irving, who according to Woj is expected to...
I'm sorry, I know this is early. God damn, I didn't even get to maximize the video.
Physical today in Dallas, 1 day after the Nets traded him to the Mavericks. The deal that ends 4 tumultuous seasons in Brooklyn for the 30-year-old Irving.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
The Nets
Talk to
really
me.
just traded Kyrie Irving to the Dallas Mavericks. This is huge. Luke is finally gonna get some help. Kyrie is free. But what's Kevin Durant gonna do? He's trapped in Brooklyn with Brick Shot Ben. He's playing at an all-time level right now. How is he going to dig the Nets out of this one?
Breaking news. The Nets are not, they're no more, at least.
He said they're no more.
Kevin Durant is headed to Phoenix.
Yo, Scott Van Pelt is my guy.
That escalated quickly. In a matter of 72 hours, the Nets went from having 2 generational players and real hopes at a title to having Cam Johnson answer triple single himself. The Nets just went from legitimate contenders to a full-blown rebuild in literally 3 days. NBA trades are broken, and I don't know if there's a way to fix them.
I don't think we need to fix them.
Today's video is sponsored by DraftKings. The big game is finally here, and what's better than sports?
Hey, everybody, place your bets for this Super Bowl.
Betting
get your funds up.
Instantly a winner.
Jimmy, I love you.
Bet $5 code
All right.
What do you get when you combine an all-time great offensive talent with one of the greatest players of all time, with arguably the most skilled player to ever touch a basketball and championship pedigree? With
the first time I saw gray in Uncle Drew's hair, man,
the
I
most
felt my own
to
mortality.
ever touch a basketball
and while you're young, you don't
pedigree.
You
get
feel that
7
shit.
playoff wins, 2 first-round sweeps, and the biggest disappointment of a team in NBA history.
It's
and that's
ridiculous.
No exaggeration. This Nets team that has quickly came and went over the last 3 seasons is without a doubt the biggest flop of a team I have ever seen.
And that handshake fire though, boy.
Is without a doubt the biggest flop of a team I have ever seen. 3
was kinda simple.
generational talents in their prime, all teaming up in a league that was wide open for any team to rise above the rest. And somehow, this trio and then duo fell flat time and time again. The culmination of this ultra-talented 1-2 punch, absolutely nothing at all. I was still reeling myself back in from the shock of the Kyrie Irving trade when news broke that Kevin Durant was being shipped off to the Phoenix Suns. Quite possibly the weirdest part about this 72-hour saga being that the Nets handed over 2 all-time great players for pennies on the dollar. Trading Kyrie Irving
What else you gonna do?
One thing. At the end of the day, I get it. The man didn't want to be there. The writing was on the wall. Got to get what you can out of the inevitable transaction. But Kevin Durant, KD, the Slim Reaper, you couldn't waterboard me into trading that man. You could dangle me by my ankle. You couldn't waterboard me.
Is he good? Is he okay?
Into trading that man. You could
Yo,
dangle
what
me
the
by
fuck?
my ankles off the face of a 10-story building, mob style, and I'd say my prayers before trading away Kevin freaking Durant.
Yeah.
But no, instead, the Nets opted to take what they could and decided that now is the time to start a rebuild. What did they get in return for the mega duo of Kevin Durant and
Fucking
Kyrie
Spencer
Irving?
Dinwiddie back.
Let's see here. Mikal Bridges, Spencer Dinwiddie, 2 solid players, a guy that doesn't play basketball.
I'm a huge fan of Mikal Bridges. A huge fan. But this right here,
2 future first-round picks, and 5 8th graders. I mean, this is getting out of hand. At what point are we going to come to the realization that a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush? Especially when the bird in your hand is one of the greatest players to ever lace up? I get it, distressed asset and whatnot, but do you know how rare it is to have a player like Kevin Durant playing for your organization? There are teams that have never, ever had a player like Kyrie Irving or Kevin Durant play for their team. And not only did the Nets get, honestly, nothing out of these guys, they got little in return for these guys. Now sure, that's a whole lot of picks that very well could become great players in the future. But do you know the odds of drafting a player of Kevin Durant's caliber?
yeah, you're not gonna get that. Even all these first round picks, you're not gonna get it here. You're not gonna get it here. You're not gonna get it here. Well, I don't know about this one as much, but I know for a fact you're not going to get it here. We have all these young boys coming up now, but...
Well, considering there's maybe 12 guys
don't
in the
forget
history of
Supersonics
basketball
KD.
that were better than him, I'd say the odds are
Don't do that.
slim to none. It's the classic 4 quarters for $1 transaction that we are seeing more and more often in today's NBA. In theory, this makes sense. I give you 4 quarters and you give me the $1. We both end up with something different, possibly something that works a bit better for both of us, and we end up with assets of equal value.
Yep.
Except this isn't in theory. This is the NBA. One Kevin Durant is worth more than 7 assets that are significantly worse than Kevin Durant. In real life, I can just go and get another $1, but in the NBA, you can't just go and get another KD. In the NBA, the $1 is vastly, exponentially more valuable than 4 quarters. And yet these trades just keep on happening. Take a great proven player and get cornered into trading him for multiple assets that may or may not add up to the value of that one player. And this, my friends, especially under these circumstances, rarely pans out. But of all the takeaways from these 2 blockbuster deals, I think the biggest realization that I've come to is just how bad the Timberwolves have railed themselves with the Rudy Gobert trade. Because you could
what the fuck?
Timberwolves have railed themselves
Dude.
with the Rudy Gobert trade. Because you could argue that the Timberwolves gave up just as much for Rudy Gobert as the Suns did for Kevin Durant. The Timberwolves thought they were trading 10 dimes for $1, not knowing that Gobert was actually a counterfeit bill. So did the Suns get a great deal, or did the Timberwolves get fleeced? Well, it's a whole lot of both. And I've thought about this ever since the Gobert trade went down. When a player like Rudy Gobert can command 5 players and 4 first-round picks in a trade, what can a truly great player command? In retrospect, and even in that moment, the Gobert trade was so bad that it crashed the NBA trade market for half a season. But now that we're back on track, you can still get your hands on star players. It'll
Like
just cost the
stocks or
next
something. That's
decade
crazy.
of your franchise to do it.
This is
Regardless,
crazy.
these moves are good for the league. Luka finally gets the help that he desperately needed, and the Suns get a crucial piece that could put them over the top for a title.
Let's talk about it. Do you really think Kyrie Irving is going to be the help that Luka really needs? You feel me? We've seen Luka shoulder the load on his own. This and the third. We've seen Kyrie go fucking ape shit for the Nets. But is it really going to work? My vote is no.
Title run. I mean, this whole time the organization has been racking their brains trying to figure out what they need to get back to the finals and have a real shot to win it all, and the answer was staring them in the face all along. Just trade for Kevin Durant. But looking back on the failed experiment that was the Brooklyn Nets, I think the most disappointing part is that we never really got to see the full potential of this duo. It always felt like right when they would gain some momentum, something would happen.
Knocked back.
Durant would get hurt, Kyrie would stir up some controversy. The basketball...
Let's just keep this clear, okay? Kyrie didn't stir up shit. Kyrie said what he said, and the media did what they wanted to do with it. Now, we know who's the one. If you're going to tell me between Kyrie and the media, which one stirs up more shit, if you tell me Kyrie, bro, you need to go get recycle evaluated, bro.
Part of things was always good. It just felt like
compared
to all the other distractions, there wasn't a whole lot of basketball going on between these two simultaneously. In fact, out of the 4 seasons and 280 games that took place while Kyrie and Durant were on the Nets, they only played together 87 times. And that is a basketball tragedy. But I'm interested to see how the Suns look with Kevin Durant.
But you gotta talk about COVID. You gotta talk about all the other shit that happened
in the West. Come playoffs, if they are healthy, I think they're capable of taking down any team in the conference. And now that the Mavericks have strengthened their backcourt, I am hopeful that Kyrie Irving has been rejuvenated, and we can see him
Look at Luka.
At full strength.
Look at Luka, boy.
Kyrie Irving has been rejuvenated, and we can see him and Luka.
He just want anybody that can.
Rip the Nets. I guess it was good while it lasted. I can't even say that with confidence. Let me know what y'all think. Who won these trades? How does this change things for the Mavs?
Sorry, one more time.
Let me know what y'all think. Who won these trades? How does this change things for the Mavs? And how does it change things for the Suns?
Anyway.
Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, until next time.
Hey, Jimmy. God damn it, bro. Damn, Jimmy. Another one. Look at this. Look at that. I'm not the only one. Jesus. Wow. Hey, Jimmy. Good shit. Good shit.